different season for the national finals. So congratulations, and it's always cool to see those guys like that honored.
So if you don't already have them on, this is where you put your party pants on. We've got our...
This is the match of the night, Christian.
We got
165.
Marquee match of the evening. 2 top 30 guys going at it. You got your defending ACC champion, Nick Hamilton, and he's from Nebraska, and his biceps are probably about as big as the entire state of Nebraska. They are massive.
Did not skip arm day.
If he can hear him.
How do you see this match going, Christian? Is it just who's better on the feet, or one of these guys super talented on top?
If it stays close, and it's got to be one of those that you might have to edge it out late, I could see Wallace sneaking this one out. Right, had a nice win against Virginia Tech in overtime a couple weeks ago. So he's got that it factor, right? He knows how to win them late. So, we'll see.
He's got a lot of composure for a younger kid, too.
Yeah, both of these guys sophomores. Hamilton won ACCs as a freshman, right? Tough to do in this loaded conference. Small but mighty is the ACC wrestling.
Good shot here, good finish. Yeah, it's not super deep, but like you said, it's super top heavy with quality.
There's really no hiding in this conference, right?
Yeah, I mean, like those matchups, adding Stanford added like another sort of quarterfinal pigtail round, but you see a lot of like those 2-3 matchups. You're like, good Lord, you hope you got a good warm up in, because we're going hard right away,
Yeah, you almost don't want that first round bye if you're in the ACC. You want that, warm-up match.
Get a lung blowout, right?
Yeah, because, you sit on the side of the mat for an hour and a half, and, someone's coming out fresh. And I remember Cedeno 2 years ago, like, he was one of those guys that had a pigtail match. He snuck one. I don't remember who it was against, but... and then he just kind of went on heater the rest of the day and just kept sneaking out wins that he probably shouldn't have got, qualified for nationals. And Hamilton, I remember this kid in high school from Nebraska, Fargo champion, multiple-time high school state champion, and he looks like he grew up on a farm. Right? Just strong kid.
Look at Wallace, though, climbing here.
He's got those...
Hamilton with that basic knee block, which is what you want to do. So 3-1 first period. We were talking about some other stuff, but takedown and looking at the 49 seconds of riding time here. And then an escape by Wallace. So we were talking about the depth of the ACC, Christian. And in this weight class alone, number 14, 21, 28, 29, 30. A guy like Mac Church is going to be the freaking 5 seed in this tournament. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then, Pitt there's never an easy out against Pitt, right? So, 5 of the 6 nationally ranked, the highest ranked, Hunter Garvin, that guy he's ranked 14th right now. He's an All-American last year. He could probably be top 3 in the country on any given day. So, and this is a weight, in the country where really the number one guy has separated himself, from the rest. And everyone else.
Who are you talking about, K-Sack or Shapiro?
No,
65?
Messenbrink.
Oh,
yeah,
Messenbrink.
Messenbrink's
Yeah.
really separated himself from the pack.
Correct, yeah.
So, this weight is really anyone's game, right? I mean...
It feels like Mikey Caliendo's kind of separated himself from everybody else, but that 3 through 8 range could be filled by about 15, 16 guys, I think.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are, Hamilton's ranked 21. He was an ACC champ last year. So if he does exactly what he did last year, he goes on a run late in the season, he wins an ACC title, he probably goes in as a top 10 seed. Really, all you've got to get is one win that you shouldn't at nationals, and you're on that podium. So, Coach Garland, the Paulsons, and Coach Ian Parker probably looking at this kid like, hey, you are right there to take some hardware home from Philly. Is it NCAA's in Philly?
It is Philly, sir. I can tell you that.
The city of, they call it
brotherly love.
They call it brotherly love, but if you're a New York Giants fan like myself, it's probably the city of brotherly hate.
So you're rooting for my Kansas City Chiefs this weekend, then?
I'm rooting for nobody.
That's not fun at all.
I just hope both teams have fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, speaking of two guys having fun, this has been a good match. So 4-1. It's just a one takedown match, and assuming Wallace can get out in less than 35 seconds, it's 4-2, and it's still kind of everybody's match. So we always talk about these matches leading to the postseason, Christian. And the ACC, as you mentioned, is March 9th at Duke and Durham. And then 2 weeks later, the NCAA is at Philly Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And excited to be there. I'll be on the ground doing interviews. I'm also running my event on that Tuesday night. But should be an absolutely fantastic national championship as always.
Yeah, and Pennsylvania, an epicenter of wrestling. You got to imagine, going to be a great host city. And ACC's going to be held at a venue historically known for the Orange Ball, at Cameron Indoor Facility, right? So a beautiful venue. Hope to see you all out there in Durham. Just a real fun college campus. So now Wallace up to his feet, and this is exactly where I said at the beginning of the match where Wallace, I don't want to say he wanted to be being down 2 points with 90 seconds to go, but this is kind of where, if you're Wallace, nice shot for Hamilton, looking to run his feet, and he is looking to run him all the way back to Nebraska, and a takedown for Hamilton, 7-2 lead.
All the way back to Nebraska. You got the feet moving, and you even knew which geographic direction he was headed. I love that.
Yeah, Hamilton took him all the way back to his home state. So did a really good job. And if you're 6 years old at home watching wrestling and you're trying to learn what to do, the technique on Hamilton there was flawless, right? He got his legs locked. He got his hips. He brought his hips to the party. He kept running, and hit a little black-eyed peas in the bass keys. Running.
All right, 20 seconds here. It's got to sprint. It's got to go feet to back.
So now Hamilton might want to look for a takedown to close this one out. Tack on another bonus point for the Cavs, for the Who's. I say Cavs, and I think of the NBA. So I'm going to go with the Who's, and who's your winner? It's Nick Hamilton at 165 pounds. Wins our marquee matchup of the evening.
2 takedowns to none. So this is the one that iced it, Christian. You take it away. You had a perfect description.
Right, so he got in on a nice shot, and look at him. He takes his time. He brings his hips to the party, gets his hips underneath him, and he runs his feet from east to west all the way across the mat in a beautiful finish.